Good afternoon, teachers and classmates. Today I will be presenting my project, my advocacy project, my advocacy website about police abuse. Um, I'll be focusing on the statement of purpose of that identifying a problem, impact, solutions, and how you can advocate. And at last, I have a section called Know Your Rights, so you can know how to interact with police officers when you are approached by one. As you can see, this is my homepage. I have three images, all focused on Black Lives Matter, um, and I will be exposing how U.S. police system harm Black people and Latino communities, and what can we do to change it. This is my statement of purpose. I explain basically that the the United States Police harms is a daily problem for many Black and Latino communities. Uh, this website was created because I care about their lives. It's not right what police is doing. Um, it should be helping, but instead is scaring and hurting people. The purpose is to show the truth behind police abuse and explain why it exists and give real solutions that are supported with research that support justice, states, and safety. The real problem are the big important real problems are two things: qualified immunity and not having a national database. Qualified immunity is an law that protects police officers by being sued by citizens. Um, yeah, and not having a national database is a place where all information of each police officer is gathered and all their disciplinary actions, um all their problems with past officers had been there. Many people think that police abuse is just about a few police officers, but in reality, it is because of a system that is compromised, a police system that is um, broken. I'm focusing on students, activists, and allies for justice. Anyone who cares, if you want a system that treats everyone fairly, no matter their race, where they are from, or what they are called, you're in the right place. This is a place where you can help these types of people. This is my about the author section. This is me. I'm 20 years old. My name is Kush. I'm studying in the Florida State University and focusing on, I'm majoring on finance. Um, my goal is to spread the word in a simple and easy way and get more people involved in this movement because there have already been changes, and to make the world more fair and more equal. Let's identify the problem. What's the problem? Police abuse occurs because there is no national data. There is no qualified immunity, and because of that, police officers don't take accountability of their actions. And beside that, there is a police union where police officers protect them each other from any problem. And this cycle repeats and repeats. Over the year, police kills over 1,000 people every year in the United States, and only a few officers are held responsible and are charged. 2.5 times Black and Latino communities are 2.5 times more likely to be stopped rather than white people. Even though the statistics says that they are less likely to have any contraband in them. As you can see, this is a map of the United States. The little circles are fewer police killings, and the bigger circles are more police killing. Um, these are the four problems. I have identified four problems. Qualified immunity. no national oversight, police union, and it's not random. It's the system that's broken. The system is broken. What's the impact of the problem? The community don't trust the police force anymore. Unfair law keep people divided. The country is tearing apart, and communities are living in fear. These are six people that have suffered or have been killed by police officers. Um, this in specific is Tamika, uh, Breonna mother. Breonna was a nurse and was killed because her house was raided by police officers without a warrant, and she was shot and killed at the scene. One part of this video I really felt was you don't get to sleep in peace, you don't get to be safe in your own home. My daughter didn't do anything wrong. She was an EMT. She wanted to save lives and they took her. And nobody has been held responsible for it. That's why I'm speaking up. Um, these are not just names of people. These are not just names. These are stories of people whose lives were taken by police officers, and the families are still waiting for justice. Each name became a hashtag not because of fame, but because of the problem of the tragedy. Um, no more excuses. Let's jump to the solutions. Number one is Um, Number one is ending qualified immunity. I have put a video here explaining how was qualified immunity supposed to work, but how was it supposed to work, but it hasn't been the way it was supposed to be. Qualified immunity, as I explained, protects police officers of being sued unless a past case exists with the exact same details, making justice almost impossible. I have a real case example in here. A police officer shot a 10-year-old while he was trying to shoot a dog. The officer was granted qualified immunity because there was no past scenario like that. There was no nearly same case that existed. Why is this a barrier for justice? The with qualified immunity, victims can sue. Officers will face no consequences. They will be not punished. Police officers know they are legally protected and the abuse will continue. And the public trust is broken and the communities don't feel safe anymore. You can watch the video right here just by clicking here and it will be right there. Um, no more excuses, all right? Number one, how to end qualified immunity, pass federal legislations, state level reforms that are already happening. I have put some over here, and Supreme Court overhaul. This is hard, but it is possible. The second solution is create a national police misconduct database. This is a video where it shows how Colorado tracks police misconduct, and they show a database, an actual database, right here. They show it over here. You can see the database in here. What should the database include? The database should have officer complaints, use of force incidents, racial disparity, racism, um, disciplinary actions, transfers between department, and all this should be available to the public, should be mandatory for department receiving federal funds, and it should be updated regularly. Who supports this? The George Floyd Justice Policing Act has a national misconduct database proposal already. Civil rights organizations like the NAACP, ACLU, and Campaign Zero have already advocated for it. I will have the links of this in the advocate section. What happens without the national database? In Florida, an officer was fired for excessive force and rehired months later by another department. His story wasn't shared, and within a year, the actions were repeated, the same actions. Without a database, problem officers are recycled, they are moved to another department, communities can track patterns, and victims lose trust in the police. Um, Another solution is local keeping an eye on the cops. What's the idea? To have communities, uh, regular people form a group to have an eye on police officers. Why this matters? Too often, police departments handle their own investigation in secret in their own department, which kills the trust and usually leads to no real consequences. The consequences are just forget it. Stephen Rushin says that civilians that keep an eye board only work when they are truly independent, have enough funding, and have the power to actually investigate and take actions. What is like what it looks like in action. Subpoena power to get evidence. Subpoena is a legal document that is handed to any person to for him to give us information, to give us any specific documents or sue him. Public meetings for trust, for building trust, independent investigations, and recommendation for disciplinary or policy changes. This is a video where it shows that community how communities show how regular people get involved. It reviews complaints, it shows trust in the people, and it hold the police responsible. This is my advocate part. Be part of the change. You don't need to be in politics to make a change. Real change starts when everyday people speak up, push for a change, get involved. Here are some ways you can take actions and help fight police abuse. You can contact your representative. You can just click here and you can find your representative. Or you can also support advocacy groups or even join them, as I mentioned over there in this part. Um, Here are the links for Campaign Zero, ACLU, and AACP. And you can also share the message. You can share this website. You can push hashtags in Twitter or Instagram or social media in general. You can sign and start petitions in these pages. And I have put, so you can inform yourself, I have put here 3 medias you can watch. First of all is a Netflix series that I found it in YouTube. You can watch the Netflix series. It's named 13. You can also see this series, When They See, and you can read The End of Policing by Alex Vital. Um, Another way is that you can also join local meetings, attend meetings from your community, from your representatives. And this is my creation. This is my customized part of the website. Uh, know your rights. You can take action or you can defend yourself when you are with handling with police. You're being approached by police officers by knowing your rights. If you're stopped by the police on foot, you can say, am I free to go? Am I being detained? I do not consent to a search, or I choose to remain silent. What you can do is to stay calm, don't run, don't argue, and be respectful as any time. And you can also record the interaction you're having if it is not interfering with the actions. And you don't have to answer personal questions at all. If you're pulled over while driving, what you must do is show your driving license, the vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. You can refuse to answer the questions like, where are you going? That's a personal question. He doesn't need to know that. Um, If they want to search you, you can say, I do not consent to a search. And filming and recording the situation is legal. Um, you can put your phone on the dashboard on a holder so you can record the whole scenario. If you're at a protest, your right is to be peaceful, protest peacefully because it's part of the First Amendment, and you can film in public spaces. You're completely free to do that. And police can't take your phone or delete footages without a warrant. What to know? You need to know that police must give a warning before dispersing the crowd, or before ending the protest. Stay peaceful, don't engage physically, and if arrested, ask for lawyers and stay silent. All this information I have provided is cited in the works cited page. If you don't, it's a pretty simple and basic website for my audience. If you don't want to scroll down, which is the easiest way, you can just go by the sections. You got the statement of purpose, you got the about the author section. I have my video over here, and I also have put my Instagram link in here. Ident we have the identify the problem section, the impact section, the solution section, the advocacy section, and my favorite part, your rights. Thank you for your attention. Hope you make a movement, and I hope you like my website.